From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, December 26th, 2016. Silver is trading at $15.74 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,134 per ounce. Bitcoin is trading at 1.3 cents, and the average price of Bitcoin is $901. Antiwar.com reports with the fighting over the Syrian city of Aleppo declared finished on Thursday, civilians displaced over the last 4+ years of fighting began returning to bombed-out districts en masse, hoping to find their homes intact, or at least comparatively so, and hoping to reclaim their lives in a now calm city. Not everyone has been lucky, as some of the returnees reported that their homes were more or less entirely destroyed, and with the Syrian army's bulldozers feverishly removing rubble, some are finding empty lots where their homes once stood. One local quoted by AFP insisted that houses can be rebuilt and that she was still glad to be back in the city. Over 4 years of fighting has not been kind to the city, with different factions entering and being expelled over that time, and a lot of fighting over what has ended up a collection of barricaded neighborhoods, none of them truly spared from airstrikes and artillery exchanges. Reconstruction in this environment, particularly with the outskirts of Aleppo still contested, is going to be a long, painful process. Still, those who survived the fighting remain resilient and hopeful that peace has returned to the city after so long. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. UPI reports an aging jetliner belonging to the Russian government crashed into the Black Sea off the country's west coast early Sunday, killing nearly 100 people, including journalists and members of a prominent military choir band. Officials said the Tupolev Tu-154 airliner departed the resort city of Sochi around 5 a.m. local time Sunday and crashed about 20 minutes after takeoff. Bound for Syria, the 3-engine jet was carrying 84 passengers and 8 crew when it went down. Officials said there were no survivors. Russia's defense ministry, which owned the plane, said it was carrying nearly 70 members of the Alexandrov military ensemble, Moscow's official army choir, to a performance at an airfield in Syria's Latakia province. A few dancers were also aboard, along with Elizaveta Glinka, a prominent charity activist and humanitarian worker best known with her blogger nickname Dr. Liza. 9 Russian journalists were also among the dead. For many months, Moscow's military has been supporting Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's regime in the fight against the rebels and the Islamic State militants as part of the ongoing civil war in Syria. Investigators immediately started recovering bodies and wreckage and are evaluating various potential causes. Viktor Gorbachev, head of the Aeroflot Civil Aviation Association, said the plane may have experienced a power outage in flight. Whatever the cause, officials said the catastrophe unfolded quickly. The jetliner dropped off controllers' radar screens as it was gaining altitude over the Black Sea, and the pilots never sent a distress call. Are you an advocate for free market money? Do you promote Bitcoin as an alternative in a fiat-centric world? Then you need Spendabit in your arsenal, the search engine for things you can buy with Bitcoin. Spendabit aggregates millions of products from thousands of Bitcoin-enabled merchants. Keep your money in the free economy. Visit spendabit.co today. Bitcoin merchants, ask about our merchant suite to reach even more customers. Spendabit.co. Reuters reports a 36-year-old man was taken into custody on suspicion of fatally shooting a suburban New York nightclub owner and wounding 5 others after being ejected from a Christmas party on Sunday, according to local media. The suspected shooter in the incident in Mount Vernon, New York, is from the Bronx and currently has an open attempted murder case against him, according to the New York Daily News, citing law enforcement sources. Mount Vernon police refused to comment on the incident that took place about 12 miles northeast of central Manhattan in the pre-dawn hours of Sunday. The owner of the Mansion Club was killed, and all of the victims, including the owner, were found in the club's lobby and outside the club, which was hosting the party. Police Captain Edward Adenaro told reporters, "I've never seen anything like this on Christmas Day." He said it was not known what led to the suspect, who has not yet been named, being ejected from the club. Local media reported security guards tackled the suspect and police were quickly on the scene to arrest him. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.